Hello, good morning everyone. Myself Pawar MS from KJ Somaya College, Kopargaon. In today's lecture, we have to discuss the CHO 353, that is the section B, heterocyclic chemistry. In previous lecture, we have to discuss the four-member heterocyclic ring, that is a thietane ring. In today's lecture, we have to discuss the five-member heterocyclic ring which containing two heteroatom. So in today's lecture we have to discuss here the our next new molecule, that is a oxazole molecule. It is an five member heterocyclic ring. Okay, but is it is containing the two heteroatom, not a only one heteroatom. In this five member heterocyclic ring, see here, five member compound with containing two heteroatom. So in today's lecture we have to see the oxazole molecule, which is the five member ring, but it is containing the two heteroatom, that is the oxygen and nitrogen. So first of all we have to draw the structure of oxazole molecule. So structure of oxazole molecule, see here, this is the five member heterocyclic ring which containing two heteroatom, that is the oxygen and nitrogen. The structure of oxazole molecule in this way. So we have to number this molecule 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the five member heterocyclic ring which containing oxygen and nitrogen as a heteroatom, that is a oxazole molecule. So in that name we know the which heteroatom which containing this five member ring. Oxia means oxygen and azole means nitrogen heteroatom. Okay, understand? So in that name we have to understand the or we have to uh, remember the which two heteroatom are included in this oxazole molecule. Does not confuse. So simple idea, name of that compound oxazole. So oxia means oxygen and azole group means you know the nitrogen as a heteroatom. So in nitrogen and oxygen heteroatom, one CH2 or one carbon can be in middle. Okay, see here, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, carbon, carbon. So in this five member heterocyclic ring which containing three carbon atom and two heteroatom, that is oxygen and nitrogen. This is the oxazole molecule or structure of this oxazole. So we have to discuss here again the physical properties of oxazole. So oxazole does not occur in naturally. Okay, see, it does not occur in nature. So oxazole molecule having the liquid compound. So it is like liquid compound. So physical constant of this oxazole is boiling point of oxazole is 69 degree Celsius, that is a boiling point of this oxazole molecule. Then it is soluble in organic solvent as well as water solvent. So it is miscible in organic solvent as well as in miscible in water, but so it does not occur in nature. So dipole moment of this oxazole molecule is 1.5 dBi. The dipole moment of oxazole molecule is 1.5 dBi. So this is the physical properties of oxazole molecule. In next step we have to discuss the synthesis or how to prepare this oxazole molecule in laboratory or in industry level. So we have to discuss here. It has the four synthesis of oxazole molecule which is the important in exam. So first synthesis, then write down the heading synthesis of oxazole molecule. Okay, the first of all synthesis, first synthesis, that is by using the from ethyl alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate, by using from ethyl alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate. That is the first synthesis of oxazole molecule by using ethyl alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate. So in this synthesis, the reaction between ethyl alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate and formamide to give formation of the decarboxylate oxazole molecule by in the presence of 100 degree Celsius temperature, which gives rise to the formation of or in hydrolysis and decarboxylation takes place formation of the oxazole molecule. See here, by using reaction between ethyl alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate and formamide, formation of di formation of diethyl oxazole, that is a 3 or 4 depend on the numbering. So 4 5 dicarboxylate which is hydrolyzed and decarboxylation takes place formation of oxazole compound. So this is the description of this ethyl alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate. So first of all, we have to write here the ethyl alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate. So this is the COC2H5. This is add the carbonyl, then CHOH. Again, this is add to the add COC2H5. So this is the alpha hydroxy ketosuccinate, which is reacts the formamide. Okay, you know the structure formamide CH double bond O NH2. So HC double bond O NH2. This is the formamide structure. So reaction between this ketosuccinate and formamide having temperature condition 100 degrees Celsius. So formation of the oxazole molecule by dehydration takes place, or by hydrogenation and decarboxylation takes place. So formation of the oxazole. First of all, lone pair of oxygen attack on this carbonyl carbon. It converted into the OH. So bond between this carbon and this nitrogen group. In next step, see here, COC2H5 as it is here, formation of the OH, then bond between this carbon and this nitrogen. So here NH C double bond O H as it is, then this bond, this carbon attached to this same CH OH, here again COC2H5. Okay, simply this hydrogen used for the bond formation between carbon and nitrogen. In next step, here NaCCHOH, here presence of the hydroxyl group. So this hydroxyl group, this oxygen carries lone pair. So this lone pair attack on this carbonyl carbon. At that time, this carbonyl converted into the OH. So bond between this carbon and this oxygen. Again formation of the, like in this way, COC2H5. Here formation of the OH. Again here NHCOH formation. This CH as it is. So bond between this carbon and this hydroxyl. Here this CH and this. So this hydrogen used for the bond formation here. So bond between this oxygen and this carbon, and this COC2H5 as it is here, COC2H5. Remember this simply we have to use here first of all lone pair of nitrogen, then bond between this nitrogen and this carbonyl. Again here presence of the hydroxyl group, attack on this carbonyl carbon, so bond between this carbon and this oxygen, and already this carbon attached to this CH group. Okay, see here. Here again simply tautomerism takes place. So formation of the, see here, here presence of the hydroxyl group, here presence of the hydroxyl group, so here presence of the EH. So this hydrogen or tautomerism takes place. This hydrogen used for the double bond formation, at that time dehydration takes place. Okay, and here again, right here again, CO, C2, EH5, and here presence of the NH hydrogen. So this hydrogen takes place here. So formation of bond between this carbon nitrogen, double bond formation. At that time, removal of water molecule. In this step, we have to dehydrogenation takes place by two molecule minus 2H2O. H2O can be depart in this reaction center. So formation of the, in this way, see here, N, this carbon again, here oxygen, and here CH. Okay, this CH. So this carbon nitrogen carries double bond nitrogen CHO. This CH, here again formation of the carbon carbon double bond. This OH remove, and this CO C2H5 as it is. Here again this carbon attached to this CO C2H5. See here, this nitrogen carbon bond, this carbon attached to the OH, this OH CH C COCH5, these two hydroxyl group can be removed in minus H2, in the form of minus H2. Simply in next step, here presence of the COCH5 group. So first of all we have to use here barium hydroxide in presence of H2O. So this here formation of the enolate ion. Okay, this acts as a base COCH5. So here again formation of the, like in this way, see here CO minus, again here CO minus, by using the barium hydroxide. Again this enolate ion reacts with the quinoline in presence of copper by heating condition. Quinoline in presence of copper by heating condition, here depart of the minus CO2. So formation of the, we have to get final oxazole molecule. See here, we have to get oxazole molecule 1 2 3 4 and 5. This is your final product, that is a oxazole molecule. Simply here we have to use barium hydroxide. So it acts as in this reaction base. So here formation of the enolate ion with COO minus. Again we have to use quinoline in copper by heating condition. This minus CO2 or decarboxylation takes place, formation of the oxazole molecule. So this is the first synthesis of oxazole molecule. We have to discuss here again second synthesis of oxazole, that is a Robinson-Gabriel synthesis. This is the most important method for preparation of oxazole molecule, and then rewrite this mechanism. Okay, then we have to discuss here second synthesis of oxazole compound, that is a Robinson-Gabriel synthesis from preparation of oxazole from Robinson-Gabriel synthesis. So this is the most common method used for the preparation of oxazole molecule, which is the most important synthesis of oxazole, that is the Robinson-Gabriel synthesis. Most important synthesis which is asked in the exam. So in this method involves the alpha acyl amino ketone in this reaction. So reaction between alpha acyl amino ketone in the presence of phosphorus pentoxide in acidic condition, formation of the oxazole molecule. Okay, simply in this method, sentence of in this Robinson Gabriel synthesis. This is the most common method used for the preparation of oxazole molecule. In this method, involves an alpha acyl amino ketone. Which reagent we have to use here, or starting compound, that is a alpha acyl amino ketone. Alpha acyl amino ketone, which under cyclization ketone, which under cyclization and dehydration in presence of phosphorus pentaoxide, presence of phosphorus pentaoxide, that is a P2S5, P2S5, or strong acid. Dehydration takes place in presence of phosphorus pentoxide or strong acid, which gives rise to the formation of substituted oxazole compound or oxazole molecule. So first of all, we have to take here alpha acyl amino ketone. We have to this alpha acyl amino ketone rewrite in the ring structure, that is a NH carbonyl, again carbonyl, here write R2, here R1, and this is the R. So this is the structure of alpha acyl amino ketone. Alpha, here COOCH acyl amino ketone, this is the structure of alpha acyl amino ketone. NHCr2, here again CHR, carbonyl carbonyl, which reacts in the here formation of the carbon, here presence of the carbon. So it reacts with or in presence of phosphorus pentaoxide, here P2O5, phosphorus pentaoxide. Simply here for presence of carbonyl, so any one carbonyl we have to use for the ring formation, simply cyclization formation. Here presence of the lone pair of electrons. So this lone pair of electron attack on this carbonyl carbon. At that time, this carbonyl convert into the OH. So bond formation between this oxygen and this carbon. So here cyclization process can be takes place. So formation of here, see here NH, this carbon will convert into the OH, this R1 as it is, bond between this carbon and this oxygen. See here again this carbon attached to this R2 and here presence of the R1. This is the structure of alpha acyl amino ketone. So bond between this oxygen and this carbon, here R2 R1 as it is. In next step, simply tautomerism takes place. So formation of the carbon carbon double bond here. So here presence of the one hydrogen, okay, CHR, and here R, and here bond between this carbon carbon. So this hydrogen used for the double bond formation. At that time this water molecule can be depart. Again formation of minus H2O can be depart. NH, here O. So here formation of the carbon carbon double bond, this R as it is, Here formation of the R1, this OH can be depart, and here NH. In next step again this hydrogen used for the double bond formation. So here formation of the nitrogen carbon double bond. This R2 as it is. This hydrogen used for the double bond formation. So here formation of the oxazole compound, or minus here H plus. So formation of substituted oxazole molecule. Minus H plus formation of oxazole molecule. This is the Robinson-Gabriel synthesis of this oxazole molecule. Then next one synthesis, that is the third one synthesis from isocyanate. Third synthesis, that is by using isocyanate. Third one synthesis from by using isocyanate. So in isocyanate we have to see here the isocyanate, by synthesis of isocyanate by using the oxazole molecule. Reaction of reaction of metallated isocyanate with alpha metallated isocyanate with acyl chloride or hydride, or we have to use a acyl chloride or hydride, yields formation of substituted oxazole molecule. One thing we have to remember here, we have to see previous Robinson-Gabriel synthesis. We have to see here this NH carbonyl and again carbonyl, R1, R and R2. We have to use the lone pair of oxygen here. This hydrogen used for double bond formation. At that time this O minus attack on this carbonyl. In this way the mechanism can be formed in final step. Here formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond. This remember very well. Here hydrogen used for double bond formation. At that time this O minus attack on this carbonyl, again convert into the OH. Okay. So see here the isocyanate, alpha metallated isocyanate with acyl chloride or in presence of hydride. We have to get substituted oxazole molecule. So first of all we have to write here the alpha metallated isocyanate. This is the isocyanate which is CS2C6 alpha metallated isocyanate. Here write in this way, nitrogen triple bond C. So this is carries negative charge, this is carries positive charge. This is the isolation of isocyanate. So it is reacts with the N-butyl lithium, that is a base, with acyl chloride or hydride. So first of all we have to write here N-buli. This is the acts as a base, so which is abstract the proton from this alpha carbon. So formation of the C6H5 CH negative charge, N triple bond C minus and positive charge as it is. So here formation of the carbanium by using the N-butyl lithium, or here lithium positive, that is a salt formation. So in next step we have to use this reaction with acyl chloride. So we have to here formation of the carbanium. formation of the carbanion. So reaction with CH3 C double bond O Cl. This is the acyl chloride. So this carbanium attack on this carbonyl carbon. This converted into the OH or O minus. Okay. So bond between this CH and this carbonyl. So here C6H5 here CH bond between this carbon and this carbon. So here C Cl CS3 as it is. Here formation of the, for example, O minus, and this remaining part rewrite as it is, that is a CH N triple bond C carbon, and this nitrogen carries positive charge. So simply in next step, in presence of H plus condition, this O minus and this CH, C minus, so this C minus abstract this proton, so here formation of the CH, at that time this enolate ion can be attack on this electrophilic center because of this negative charge, abstract this acidic proton in presence of H plus, so here formation of the CH, here formation of the CH or stabilize the negative charge. Oh, this carbon atom does not confuse here because of here negative, but here this condition is first of all, see here, this is negative charge because in next step in presence of protonation or acidic condition, C minus abstract this proton, so here formation of this CH. Okay, so at that time this enolate ion attack on this carbon, at that time this bond shifts on this nitrogen atom, so stabilize the positive charge over the nitrogen atom. In next step, see this step important, C minus abstract this proton, then CH formation, then here electrophilic center, and this is nucleophilic center. So formation of simple CH C6H5 N double bond C. So simply here bond between in this way, here formation of the Cl and CS3. This positive charge stabilized by using this double bond. So here formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond. Here presence of the hydrogen, we have write this hydrogen in this way. So here this hydrogen used for the double bond formation, at that time this Cl can be depot. In next step minus Cl can be depot. So formation of the, in this way, Cn triple bond CO. Again here formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond, carbon carbon double bond, and CS3 as it is here C6H5. All this is the oxygen molecule. So this structure we have to write in this way. See here, this is your nitrogen, this is your carbon. So here formation of nitrogen carbon double bond. So this carbon attacks to the O. Again this nitrogen attacks to the C, means this carbon, and bond between this carbon oxygen, here presence of the CS3 and here presence of the C6H5. This is, we have simply rearranged the structure in proper cyclic way. So this is the formation of here double bonds. This is the substituted oxazole molecule. Okay, in this way we have to use isocyanate formation of the oxazole molecule. In fourth one, synthesis of the oxazole molecule from amino dicarbonyl compound. By using amino dicarbonyl compound. In this synthesis, alpha amino carbonyl compound reacts with or alpha amino dicarbonyl compound with an iminoester, with an iminoester to give an oxazole molecule. Ester to give oxazole molecule. So see here the mechanism of alpha amino carbonyl compound. So see here, this is the C6H5 alpha amino, sorry, here alpha amino carbonyl compound. So this is the structure of alpha amino carbonyl compound right here, C6H5, that is a NH. Here formation of the NH bond, then this right in OC2H5 C6H5 in this way. See here, CHNH. So this is the alpha amino bond of this carbon. 1 2, rewrite again, sorry, C double bond NH, again OC2H5 and C6H5. This is the alpha amino carbonyl compound which reacts with the iminoester, that is the NH2CS2 C double bond O, that is a NH2CS2 C double bond O. Then ester means here CS. So this is the iminoester NH2CS2 C double bond O CS3, that is a iminoester. So in presence of acetic acid, in reflux condition, then we have to get the oxazole molecule. Simply here this Na2CH3O and here NaCO2H5. So reaction between these two compounds. So first of all, lone pair of nitrogen of the aminoketone attack on the carbon, then NH formation. Again, see here, simply lone pair of nitrogen attack on the this carbon, this bond shifts on this nitrogen atom, so formation of the NH2 again. So here C6H5, here formation of, sorry, here we have to write this OC2H5 in this way. So this converted into the NH2 because of this bond shifts on this nitrogen atom. So formation of the NH2 bond between this carbon and this NH. Here again formation of the NH CS2 C double bond O C double bond O CS3. Simply here in place of minus H plus or minus NH3 here, simply this hydrogen shifts here, minus ammonia can be depart here. So formation of the in this way N C, formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond here CS2 C double bond O CS3. Again here this carbon attached to the OC2H5, again C6H5. Simply here minus NH3 means ammonia can be depart here. See this step in very well. Simply we have to use the lone pair of nitrogen in presence of the acetic acid and reflux condition. So minus ammonia can be depart. In next step we have to use here the carbonyl can be present. So lone pair of carbonyl can be attack on the electrophilic center of carbon nitrogen double bond. Then see here presence of the, or we have to write here in this way OC2 H5. Here carbon is present and here presence of the CH2. So here presence of this here. So one hydrogen can be used here. So formation of the carbon carbon double bond. At that time this converted into the O minus. So this O minus can attack on this center. OC2H5 simply. So this bond shifts on this nitrogen C here again. So formation of the here NHCO, this carbon oxygen. So here presence of the here write here again C double bond N, this nitrogen attack to C. Here formation of the carbon carbon double bond, carbon carbon double bond, and then bond between this oxygen in this way. Okay, NC carbon carbon double bond formation. Here carbon carbon double bond formation. This carbon attached to the CH3, and this O bond between this carbon and this oxygen. This O bond between this carbon and oxygen. This C6H5 as it is, and here single bond here OC2H5, here formation of the ENH. So this is the intermediate form of the cyclization reaction. In simply minus OH or minus H plus here, or here formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond again, and formation of double bond means carbon nitrogen double bond. So simply here formation of the nitrogen oxazole, and this oxazole adjacent to this carbon. So this is the CH3 as it is, and here presence of the OC2H5 and C6H5, here formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond. Oxygen related to the C6H5 and OC2H5. See here simply means OC2H5 can be depart here. Formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond here simply. Okay, this hydrogen double bond formation again, here formation of the carbon nitrogen double bond. So this carbon attached to this oxygen, again carbon carbon double bond, and this here presence of the C6H5. That is a substituted oxazole molecule in this final step. That is a nitrogen. Okay, CH3 C6H5 simply here lone pair nitrogen atom this carbonyl carbon. So formation of this way here minus NH3 can be depart. So formation of the here carbon nitrogen double bond. Here this hydrogen used for the double bond formation. So here for presence of the carbon carbon double bond, then this convert into O minus. So this O minus attack on this carbon, this bond shifts on this nitrogen. Here presence of the NH or formation of the NH simply here carbon carbon double bond with oxygen and nitrogen. Then simply this hydrogen used for double bond formation, and at that time OC2 minus OHC2H5 can be depart in reaction center, and finally we have to get the substituted oxazole molecule. This is all about the synthesis of oxazole molecule. In today's lecture we have to stop here. So this is all about the four synthesis of oxazole molecule. So we have to stop here. Thank you very much.